ballpark.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Bronx or Nothing podcast. We are back. It's already episode 3. And the
Hey,
Yankees just won a series against the San Francisco Giants. We already recap game 1, opening day. Yankees won that game. It's me, Mario Gomez, and your boy Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? How you doing today? How we feeling?
I'm doing great, much better. You know, the Bronx Bombers were bombing this game. We won the series. We'll get into depth during the episode, definitely. But I'm feeling great, man. We ended up the series with a win, and that's what's important right now. And we'll go from there. We'll dissect these two games a little bit. Not much for one of the two because it was all one-sided, but I mean it's always a smooth and great day when your Yankees are cruising that way. So let's start, Mario. Before anything, Mario, how was the stadium game 2? I'm not gonna continue to ask you how the stadium every time. This is the second game, and we could just like everything. I'm pretty sure everything was similar to.
Pretty much the same. I mean, it was a 4 o'clock game, so the vibe's a little bit different. It's a little bit warmer, so that was nice.
Yeah,
Towards the end
saw
of the
that.
game, we know there was rain, so that was kind of weird, especially towards the end. You know, the game was just a weird game overall. But I mean, fans were into it because we're expecting rain all day, and then it was pretty much clear skies for most of the game. So that was interesting to say the least, because a lot of negativity saying that the game's gonna be canceled. This, that, and the third doubleheader Sunday. The game was played, no rain delay, no nothing. But yeah, it was going smoothly for the Yankees actually. Through 3 innings, you had Volpe, his first major league hit, the rookie. He has
Yes, sir.
officially arrived. Second stolen base. He's on pace for 162, by the way. 162 stolen bases. He's still doing his thing for the Yankees. Judge played amazing defense. There was a miscue by Alex Cobb in the first inning. Should have been a double play. Should have been a 0-0 game, but there was a miscue by Alex Cobb. Yankees led 1-0.
Little league run. We got a little league run.
We'll take that. But so Jock Peterson.
And the third. Well, right before you go to the third, I want to say, Mario, because in the second inning, they were warming up, I believe it was Wandy or Abreu in the pen. There you go. You're there. So, yes, then that's my point. You had him warming up in the second. He gets out of the third inning with a diving play from Judge, right? But you're seeing already he's at around 60 pitches by the third inning. This is his first official start besides spring training. I'm pretty sure you had him at least at an 80 pitch count. Why not have somebody warming up? If you had somebody warming up in the second, why not have somebody warming up in the third right away? Why not try to delay and get somebody warming up from the get, right, after that Jock Peterson home run? Then who hits the double? Mr. Yaz?
Yeah, I mean, Mike Yastrzemski is a good player, center fielder for them. And then right after that, I mean, Brendan Crawford did not look good against Garrett Cole. His brother-in-law, he did not look good at all. And then Clark Lees, he gets payback on the Yankees. It's a 2-run bomb, and just like that, Yankees are down 3-2.
And again, I feel like that Schmidt always gets this short end of the stick where he's in the batter too long.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my thing. I mean, Jock hits a home run, then this guy doubles off him, and then you just leave him against Crawford while Wandy's in the pen, and you love the lefty-lefty matchups. You talk about it in post games and stuff like that, and then I just didn't understand why leaving Wandy there. I mean, not putting in Wandy in that situation right away.
I mean, it was definitely weird when Clark got that homer because the Yankees were down 3-2. Obviously, still early in the game, but at the same time, you had Wandy in the bullpen. So you see Wandy coming out, and I'm like, wait, Brandon Crawford was a lefty. Why don't you go lefty on lefty there? That was just kind of head-scratching for me at that point because, like I said, Wandy has been getting big outs for this team for a long time. So the fact that you leave Clark Schmidt, like you said, he gets straight in the sixth sometimes. They leave him in too early. Some people think he's, they leave him in too late, excuse me. So they should have taken Clark Schmidt out at that point. That's what I think. But again, Wandy comes out, puts out the fire. Yankees down 3-2, but
and I mean, we are Monday quarterbacking, like they say, and we're looking at everything in the lens of after. It's not easy to be in a hot seat, and I understand all that. But there's so much preaching of the front office of the team, as we're gonna call it here, the team meaning the analytics department, the front office, and Boone and everybody in the coaching staff. When they have these meetings, they have a plan for the game. So I have to assume that again you had an idea that this was going to be a bullpen game with Schmidt. So why not have a short leash? He gives up a homer right there, and then he gives up a double. At that point, it's just be like, why is this guy still in here? I mean, I get it. Maybe Wandy wasn't. I get it. Maybe Wandy wasn't warming up after until Jock's home run. But that's my thing. The guy's at 56 pitches the inning before. Why not have somebody warming up ready just in case?
Yeah, that was definitely interesting. Like we said, the Yankees fell down 3-2 just like that. I mean, that's how baseball, especially with the pitch clock. You can't really waste that much time because the guy gets the ball. He can't, go around the mound a couple times, touch the rosin. Like that's not how it is anymore. Not how baseball played. We know that. So Yankees were down 3-2 at that point. Then the fifth, the Yaz misplaced ball on DJ. The wind took that at the last second. It was pretty funny because a lot of people were like, oh my God, like what was happening? Like, no, the wind took that. It was still sort of a bad route to the ball, but it went over his head. So DJ got the double there. And then, the Yankees scored, tie it up 3-3. So they have, Rizzo with the RBI double.
Yes, sir.
So then it's 3-3 with nobody out, second and third, right? It's Stanton, JD, and Glaber. Oh, we need a sacrifice fly there. Sacrifice fly there.
Oh, be careful with that word.
That's all.
Anything. Listen, when runners, when you have runners in the corner, no outs, there has to be a run, no matter what. And that's and I know you love you love Josh Donaldson, and this is where me and you are probably gonna get into it during the season. But my thing is that, and I'm not gonna talk negative about him. Again, I'm still giving him. People already killing Josh Donaldson. They don't want to see him. My thing is this: why not have Glaber in the fifth hole? He's more of a contact guy, right?
What's that? Asking that question. A lot of people have been asking that question for a long time. Why isn't Glaber in the five?
Exactly. Glaber there puts the ball in play somehow, whatever the case may be. Even if it's a double play, at that point, your run scores in. You get a run in. But for you to, and that happened twice when we had runners on. I believe the first time was no outs, the second time was one out. You cannot not score or not. You're not going to win a game that way. It's just tough for me to get that through my head. And when I see this again now, again we're still reliving what happened last year. So a lot of us still have that in the back of our minds. But at the end of the day, this is a new season. But we can't continue down this path where we're just going to leave this guy consistently. I'm sorry, batting on the fifth hole. Play around with it, man. Put just like you play around with the lineup every time. Why don't you play around with the fifth and sixth hole, man? Like what's so wrong about that? You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely there. Especially in that inning, it's 3-3. You wanna score those 2 runs. At least score one. You have to score one there. And I kind of made a joke after the game, like JD ended up hitting a homer later in the game, and Stan had a solo shot. They both had solo shots. Would have been nice if that homer was in that inning.
Taking the lead.
Another, yeah.
Or and not even a homer, man. At some point you have to make adjustments where you need to do whatever's going on in the game. I mean, I get it. We're in a different era of baseball. But I mean, if you don't do it throughout the season, sometimes when you're like, you change your approach and you're like, all right, I'm not swinging for the fences here. I'm trying to put one over second base or whatever the case may be, up the middle. I'm trying to go right. I'm trying to go. If you don't make adjustments, you should use the season for that. Because when it comes to October, if you don't do it during the season, you're not going to do it in October. You're facing elite pitching in October. The stakes are much higher. So if you don't do this in the regular season, my man, it's not going to translate to October. It's just not. So you have to make adjustments in games now. Try to do it here and there. I'm not asking you to take every at bat and have a different mindset. No, that's horrible. But here and there in game situations, you need to think or take a different approach and try to figure it out. Because at the end of the day, when this happens in October, now you can say like, well, I mean, You've done it already 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times throughout the seasons where you came through in moments that that your team needed you. And now it's October, and now it's much different, because you've done it.
Listen, yeah, no doubt about it. And listen, these athletes are all great, all good baseball players, but you can't just flip the switch. You can't just be like, oh, I did this for 162 games, and then you're gonna just all of a sudden it's gonna change in October. That's just not how it works.
Because things accelerate too in October, right? You're facing elimination, or you don't want to go down 2-0. Now there's more pressure on top of the. Now you're trying to over. Now you're really, and then you just look awful. You're taking awful swings, and it's just we got to work on it, and hopefully.
I mean, yeah, definitely in that inning. So, ground ball to third base from Giancarlo, strikeout from JD. I know it was outside. I mean, these umpires have been horrible. All
yes.
series.
Please elaborate on that, on this beautiful officiating that's been going on.
No, yeah. I mean, there's no accountability in the league. We know that with all these umpires.
It's getting tiring. It is. It's really sad that there is nothing. There's
especially the boos get louder. Especially with my guy. You guys know my guy's JD. That pitch was way outside, and I didn't know because again, I'm in the stadium. You can't. There's no place you can really check in the stadium, and it takes a while to load on my phone. So I can't check until basically the next pitch is already thrown. I'm like, wow, that was way outside. And I find out, which is, you get even more upset because, I mean, you're already down. There's 2 outs already. And now you need a base hit to score. Not an out anymore. You don't have that option. You need a base hit. Kleber, I believe it was like first or second pitch, tap it back to the mound, let him off the hook, and then, you keep him in the game. It's still 3-3 at the time. And then in the 6th inning, things pretty much kind of unraveled for the Yankees at that point. Hit by pitch, a couple walks, a couple singles.
A double, a hit by pitch, yeah. An infield single. I mean, a bunt.
Yeah, like
a half
a
check swing,
like
whatever.
a half check swing from Lamont, and then King and Trevino both go for the ball. Trevino picks it up, and there's no play. So that was very frustrating, especially in that inning. After what we did in the 5th, baseball's a game about momentum.
100%.
They took the momentum back right there, right then and there. They get those 2 runs there. It's 5-3. And what I'm thinking about is, I know we still have a couple more innings. You got Duvall sitting. That's their closer. He's nasty. So I'm thinking about.
And for those who watch the WBC, I mean, he was lights out in the 2 innings against Puerto Rico. I mean, it was wow. So I mean, that kid has some stuff, and I said it to Mario. I don't want to face him down. I didn't want to face him if we're down in the 8th or 9th, and as you can see, he has some nasty stuff. We'll get there on the 9th, but right before the 9th, your boy JD squares one up, and the bringer of rain hits a homer, and I feel bad because you can't really enjoy it because we're still down.
I couldn't, the boos get louder for him, but I'm a Yankee fan first, so he hits the homer. Of course, I'm excited. Just a little fist pump.
Let me just say this, right? And again, I'm not. You're gonna see throughout the year, I am not a JD supporter, but I am a Yankee fan. And at the end of the day, we're paying this guy $26+ million, and he is gonna play until he proves what is going on this season, if it's the comeback year or not, or whatever the case may be. So get over it. At this point, right? Yep. Get over it. Put your mindset for after May, and then at that point, you can cross that bridge. He's going to play these 2 months. That's going to happen. There's no other trade. I don't see anything happening right now. So you have to get over that hump and be a Yankee fan first, and you have to root for the guy to do good. Is it hard? Yes, I get it. You're remembering last year. Forget about that crap. This is 2023.
Yeah, that's it. Straight up. Well said, Kev. I try to hammer that point all the time. I think he's going to play. Jack Curry said it multiple times. Many reporters said it multiple times. The Yankees are not going to eat that money.
No.
That's just the bottom line. I know fans are angry about it. They say he sucks, is that, and the third. The Yankees are not going to eat that money. I don't know a lot of teams that would eat that money. They try to move him. We know they try to move him. It didn't work. He's on the team. They pay him this money. He's only a third baseman, not a utility guy. He's going to play third base.
I hear that. I hear Cohen has a great relationship with Steinbrenner, so maybe you can trade him to the Mets.
He's not. They already got Eduardo Escobar.
Ay, Dios mío.
But nah. So,
Eduardo, there's no cats in Yankee Stadium. You're
Nah. We're JD staying. Yeah, I don't want to say.
I'm joking with you, Mario. We're not trading on the Mets.
Not yet, but he only has 1 more year on this contract. Kind of buyout towards the end of the year, so he's gonna get run. He's gonna get run for the next 2 months here. and we'll see what happens after that. If he's still struggling, as bad as it was last year, if it's worse than last year, I really do think they cut bait or maybe somebody takes a risk and trades for him. But the Yankees have to get a ton of money, 100%. Obviously. Nobody's taking on that.
And that being said, the ninth inning, which felt, and again, this is where the 1 or 2 runs hurt you late in the game. If it was a much closer game, things get out of hand quick, and you can have a comeback win there. But Volpe singles, we have a Volpe singles, DJ walks, Rizzo, an 8-pitch walk. I want to make sure that happens. Listen, guys that battle through counts, that's great to see, right? This is a great pitcher, and you're having an 8, 9, 10 pitch walk. That was awesome to see there. Then Judge RBI single, Volpe scores, and then you get your boy Stantonian. It was set in a platter. We all thought it was gonna happen. I mean, honestly, I'm sitting there watching it. I really thought Stanton was gonna come through, and he hits into a double play.
Oh, it was tough at the stadium, especially. We were all getting excited. But before that, in the ninth, Clay Holmes did not look too good.
Oh yeah, Well, before that, Clay Holmes and King. Now I will give King a slight pass because it is his first time back in a while, and then he did have some unfortunate defense.
Yeah, I mean, that was the Volpe kind of miscue or whatever. I mean, guys, also, I get we want to win.
Second game.
Of course, second game. I mean, he's not a bust after
second game.
One misstep.
Dos.
It happens.
Juegos.
It happens to the best of them. So obviously, King.
Unless you guys want IKF back, I mean.
No. They don't. Nobody wants that. But King with some tough luck, and then Holmes in the ninth wasn't
as sharp.
Wasn't a too great. They hit him hard. Listen,
we've been talking about it. If Johnny looks great, man, I think it's Johnny's job to take. What do you think?
I mean, at this point, he was nasty in the postseason. We know Bregman said he's the toughest
guy to hit.
I mean, listen, if a hitter like that saying that,
he has the stuff.
That means something. Yeah.
I can see Johnny, and again, when you face a team like this with a lot of lefties, you can have Wandy close a game too. I mean, you got a few guys that you can go. Ron, right now, Nacho too. You have options there. You don't have to. Yeah, thank you. No, I don't want to talk over you. I was just gonna say that you don't have to always go to Clay Holmes, but yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah. The Yankees have multiple options to close the game, so we'll go back to the bottom of the ninth. Like we said, Giancarlo double play. Crowd was into it. Everybody was into it. But the call after the game was kind of second base. First base, I'll be honest with you, I think that he was out. He was out of first base, put on the bag.
And to be clear, when it's bang bang, there has to be enough evidence to overturn the call, so the play the call on the field stands. If it's bang bang. Now, when it comes to the second base, if you look at it live, then it looks like his foot was off the bag.
Yep.
You look at it in slow motion, it looks like his foot is off the bag. You look at it in super whatever slow mo, it looks like his foot is off the bag.
That's why. Yeah. The crowd was excited. They were like, all right, we're going to get another chance to win the game or whatever. Even if it's JD come up, he's done it before. He's hit a couple walk-offs last year. Just want to remind you guys, he has. So, and he hit a homer the last at bat, the previous at bat. So I'm getting all excited. I'm like, all right, my boy's going to get a chance to win the game. And then the fact that it was Laz Diaz to call the final out was kind of added salt to the wound because that was – he had the bad opening day, and I don't know. It's just very.
He didn't have a bad. He had a horrible opening day. There were some pitches that was just like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, I mean, he was terrible opening day. So him making the call, the final out, fans booing.
I just want to give a shout out to the guy who yelled, "Laz, Jesus Christ!" I don't know if it was Boone or somebody in our dugout. I don't know who it was, but that was hilarious. I was rolling in my house. And this is the good thing about watching it in your home where you can hear little stuff like that. That had me cracking up, bro, because it's true. It's like, what are we doing?
Nah, yeah. I mean, like we said, Laz had a terrible game. Yankees lose 7-5, almost come back to steal game 2 after, just a weird game.
Yeah.
But they don't. They drop game 2. And,
And just like that, it's Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, Sunday.
Happy Sunday. New day.
Yeah, you get a chance to come back after, losing game 2, and you get a chance. That's the great thing about baseball. You get a chance the next day to come back and win. That's what we love about the game.
And who starts for the Yanks?
Johnny Brito, the
Hey,
Dominican.
I see.
So
Mambo.
that was
Aguacate
yeah,
power starting on the mound. Mr. Brito.
yeah. I was excited for that.
I
I was
just want
excited
to
to
say
see him winning.
My man Brito goes 5 innings, 6K, boom, boom, bang, bang, clean. No earned run.
Yeah, and I was nervous too because we used King yesterday.
Yep.
Holmes didn't look too good, and I was like, I mean, what was our best option? I mean, Wandy went on Saturday too, so I'm like, what's the best option going to be? Probably Ron.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Yankees go back to back, especially this early in the season.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm guessing Ron is going to be, he's going to have to get big outs for us. Maybe even close the game at this point. But I mean, the Yankees pretty much dominated this game. Johnny Brito was nasty.
Yes.
Like Kev said, 5 innings
His movement
pitched.
was nice.
Yeah, his changeup. I was sitting in a suite, so I saw
What was
the.
that, Mario?
Nah, I was sitting in the suite. I was living a good life. I won't lie.
Hey, okay.
I, I was living a good life, chilling with a bunch of cool people from Yankees Twitter. My boy Steve, older Mario, Sheila, everybody there. We had a great time. But I was able to see, like I said, Johnny Brito on the TV, like kind of like rewatch the inning, I guess. And you were able to see, where pitches were missing. It was really nice to see. And yeah, he killed it. I was nervous, to be honest with you, especially we had
I was too.
no bullpen help. But 5 innings pitched, I mean, what more could you ask for out of the kid?
Yeah.
He was nasty. And the Bash brothers, they did their thing, and Bash brothers plus Higgy. So Judge homer in the third, I believe it was, and then Stanton with maybe one of the furthest homers I've ever seen. The furthest,
485 feet.
Yeah, that ball was torched.
Laced.
I mean, when he hits them differently. Straight up. I mean, he did his thing. Judge did his thing. And yeah, man. I mean,
Higgy, hey, Higgy did it.
No, Higgy. The
Captain America. Was it because was Joey wearing the USA jersey?
Oh no, he might have been on Saturday, not today.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Joey, you got to wear that every time he plays, then, my man.
No, yeah. I mean, the Yankees pretty much they did their thing this game.
A sac fly by Rizzo, and then a wild pitch scored by Torres that makes it 5 runs.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much coasted. They won 6-0, I believe it was.
Yes, sir.
So sac fly from Rizzo, the wild pitch, Glaber, and then Volpe was pretty active on the bases too, which I loved. That's the one thing I love about his game. He was clear on the base path, another stolen base. He pretty much calls the wild pitch, which was I love that.
I love his jump. You see how he steals bases?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
different.
I love that. Yeah. He gets the early jump, and then once he goes like I feel like once he goes, he's never gonna get thrown out.
Yes, sir.
I mean, he's 2 for 3 so far, so that's interesting. We got to see Colton Brewer, who we just picked up. He was pretty nasty for 2 innings. That was good to see.
Cordero comes in for 2/3, does the job.
Yeah, and Ron again. Ron was nasty.
Always is.
The Yankees bullpen was great today. The Yankees pitching overall was great today. So that was great to see.
And we got the series dub.
Yeah, got the series win. That's all that matters. Good teams win series. The Yankees did that.
The Yankees offense, the Yankees pitching, everything was great. Defense, Judge with an amazing play, right? That was a great play by Judge. And I feel Judge doesn't get enough credit for being able to play center field, right field, and even he's working on left field this year. So, I mean, come on, guys.
He does everything. I mean, the guy does everything. Bullet homer from Judge before Stan hit it out. Like we said, the Yankees pretty much did everything right this game. None you can really point your finger to be upset about. IKF played center field. That was pretty interesting, the fact that they didn't send Hicks out there. I mean, that tells you how they feel about Hicks. I mean, I don't know what his future is here. Had some quotes after the game, or before the game, saying that he doesn't know what his role is on the team. So that should be interesting going forward. I don't know what his role is on the team. Boone said he was going to start in one of the next 2 games, I believe, something along those lines. But we'll see what, his future is with the team. And, yeah, Yankees win the series. Like we said, it's a long season, 162 games. So you can't get too high or too low after a win or a loss.
Correct.
And, the Yankees did their thing. That's all.
Yeah, 2-1, win the series. Pitching looked great. Bronx Bombers did their thing in the second game. I will say that we are going to the stadium today when this episode is released tonight. I'll be there for the Phillies game. Hopefully see some of you guys there. I'm going with the family, my son. You guys get to meet Noah. Huge Yankee fan. I'll be there with and Mario. I believe we're section 210, 212, one of those. I'll double check our tickets. I'll let you guys know through Twitter. Want to swing by, whatever, talk some Yankees baseball. Me and Mario are exactly the same when it comes to going to the stadium. We like to get there early, get seated, get some food, I have some drinks. He'll have some soda. That's what Mario's. Yeah, there you go. No drinks. I will. So yeah, it'll be a fun day tomorrow. Great day. Philly. Who's throwing on the mound tomorrow?
It is Taiwan Walker against, guess who? Nestor Cortez Jr. Very excited for that.
Okay, very, so very. I'm taking my fake mustache. You might see me with that around.
Nah, the mustaches are out when Nestor's on the mound. So
yes,
that's always exciting to see. You know, he's got a big fan club.
Yes, he is.
All Yankee fans. How can you not love Nestor?
100%.
That should be tomorrow. We'll be in the stadium super early whenever gates open, 5:30, usually an hour and a half before first pitch.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, nothing. We'll be there. Anything else you want to talk about, Gav?
No, we'll be there for we'll talk about it throughout the week about the Martian and all that stuff. We'll be giving you guys some content through the week and everything like that. And again, for anybody who wants us to talk about anything, just go ahead and comment either on Twitter or on the video or whatever the case may be, and we'll try to do that every week where we get a few comments and stuff like that. And we'll talk about that. Me and Mario, but also talking about the games that he can't attend, which are not many. We'll try to watch a game live or something like that and interact with you guys and add people on and off and stuff like that. It's cool, man. We're trying to do interactive Twitter. I love talking to different people about different situations. Nobody's ever right. Everybody has an opinion and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we do have a love for the team, which is the New York Yankees in this case. Some of us a deep love and an obsession, like my boy over here. And myself, I just tone it down. Again, It grows, it comes back here and there, especially in October. It's tough. For me, it's tough. And people that just say this is just a game, they just don't get it. But we get it. And we'll thank you guys again for watching, and just keep us tuned with any messages and anything on Twitter on the comments there.
Yep.
Mario?
All right, Kev, way to wrap it up. Like we said, we will be there when it drops on Monday. We'll be at the stadium. Yankees against Phillies. Nestor Cortez Day. Very excited for that. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, give us feedback, what we did wrong, what you guys want to see us do. Just let us know. And thank you guys for watching.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for watching the Bronx or Nothing podcast. We'll see you in the next one.